Hi, this is Melissa.
Hi, this is Kat.
We're back from our Disneyland trip.
I wish we weren't.
It was really fun. It was
so nice.
Perfect.
Except it was actually really hot.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Melissa died.
I had vertigo one day, which I've been having vertigo. So I don't know if the heat brought that on, but maybe. But yeah, it was like a hot heat. We've only ever been to Disneyland when it's cold.
Yeah, we've been in January, December. I think the latest we've gone is March.
And it was freaking
Still cold.
We literally bought sweaters.
Yeah. I mean, I did end up buying sweatshirts 2 of the nights we were there because I got cold once the sun set.
Yeah, it was 75 degrees and Kat was like, it's cold. Honestly, if it dropped 5 more degrees, I'd be in the same boat.
But it's not like here where it's still so humid that it's hot still, when it's 75.
I think it's almost feels colder here because it's moist.
No, I was freezing.
Anyway, we also went to Knott's Berry Farm.
We did.
And I won a chicken.
She won her first ever Squishmallow, you guys. I'm literally ecstatic.
But it's a goth chicken, and he looks mad at the world.
He really does look
he's
angry.
a Knott's Berry Farm exclusive, so he's everything.
He's got a little tattoo on his butt.
I have one Squishmallow, and that's all I'll ever have.
His name is Rufus, but she has in fact renamed him
Ticken
with a T.
Never been Rufus. Always been Ticken.
To you.
No, to everyone.
No, his name is Rufus.
I'll rip that tag right off. Just kidding. I know. I've had Beanie Babies. I know the game. I'm never ripping it off. I'm going to sell that on eBay in 2 months for $100 when I'm tired of looking at them.
I only have a couple of mine that have the tags on them still. Just my Hello Kitty ones.
Why'd you rip them off?
Because I don't ever plan on getting rid of mine. My Hello Kitty ones are the only ones that I kept the tags on.
We'll see how long you keep them. But yeah, it was a really great trip. I tried to get Jackson 5 on the Guardians ride. Never got it.
Mission Breakout. That's the only song we've never gotten.
We did have 3 different songs though, so that's good. I guess
we did.
But one of them was whatchamacallit. The one we were like, why is this a song here?
Yeah, and also we couldn't figure out what the song was until literally the line where it says the name of the song.
Is it Born to Be Wild?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It just doesn't
that's a good song.
Yeah, but
we
it's
just weren't vibing.
Slow. It's Born to Be Wild.
You're bouncing around.
Not hit me with your best shot or give up the funk.
Those were the other 2 we had, right?
We also had Burn in Love.
Oh, we did have. I've had all of them.
I like Hit Me With Your Best. I would have preferred that one over what we got. Oh, and the new Spider-Man ride. What's it called? I don't know anything.
Slingers.
Everything to me is Spider-Man, Guardians. I don't know the names of these fucking things.
It's Web Slingers.
The great movie ride. Mickey's fucking train wreck. I don't know the names of anything.
She really doesn't.
So I just go with what I like.
But yeah, Web Slingers was dope as fuck.
I was good at it. I was killing it.
She was really good at it.
You don't have a gun. You just use your arms.
You're Spider-Man.
Also, I hate 3D rides. Can we fucking stop with the 3D glasses?
Yeah.
No, it's not cool anymore.
It hurts.
It's just I don't want to wear them. I don't want to put some dirty fucking glasses on my face.
Yeah.
Ugh. We're on a ride. We don't need it to be 3D. I just want to be on the ride.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
3D is so 2002. I feel like I'm just over it.
Tragical.
So this time,
we're here to tell you why
the brave little toaster
is tragical.
It sure as fuck is.
Okay, we have a story for you guys at the top, real quick, before we get into it. We went to go watch this movie on Disney Plus.
I was literally, okay, I'm standing in the bathroom and Kat was like, is it the Brave Little Toaster to the rescue. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just called the Brave Little Toaster. And she was like, well, there's the Brave Little Toaster to the rescue. And then there's the Brave Little Toaster goes to Mars or whatever.
Yeah. And so we like assumed that to the rescue was the first one.
I was pretty sure it wasn't, though.
But there was nothing else.
On Disney Plus, by the way.
So then we started watching it. We're like a good 15, 20 minutes into this movie, and there's dogs and animals and like a snake, and they're all singing. And Melissa looks at me and goes, I don't think this is right.
I was like, I haven't seen the Brave Little Toaster in a minute, but this is not the Brave Little Toaster.
Where is the scary AC unit that blows up? Like,
because
this
I remember
is not
that
real.
happening like really early. I was like, this is not right.
So we looked it up, and it's not on Disney Plus.
Yeah. So the Brave Little Toaster was bought by Disney. So Hyperion owns the distribution rights, and they ain't given it to Disney for streaming purposes. So when the movie came out, they let them distribute it as a VHS and a DVD, but they're not going to let them stream it on Disney Plus, I guess.
Yeah, so we ordered a physical copy of a DVD.
We purchased a DVD off of Amazon.
Which led to more chaos because I forgot how DVD players work. And I was trying. Okay.
Also, before we even got the fucking DVD, my mother was like, did you order something on Amazon for $5? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, your card was declined because I forgot.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Embarrassing. But I left my card at the bar and I was not about to go back and get it. So
she just canceled and got a new one.
I just ordered a new card and I hadn't changed. I hadn't changed it in our Amazon account yet. But my mom was like, I just put it on my card. It was only $5.
Okay, great. Thanks, Mom. You can thank Mom for this one, guys.
Yeah, shout out Kathy.
So we're watching the DVD.
No, we're not even to watching the DVD yet. We had to pull out.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, we have to pull out the entire, like,
Entertainment center.
And I unplugged the switch. And then I had to, like, find the back of the DVD player, which I feel like we used to do all the time as kids when we used to like unplug stuff and plug other stuff in, like with the GameCube and whatever. And that was 3 plugs. Cause remember there was like video, audio, you know what I mean? So, and I was just like, we used to really do this like 3 times.
This is an inconvenience.
So just shout out technology for a moment.
Also, anytime we move our entertainment center, our Wi-Fi box is so loose. It like turns off our Wi-Fi.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi turns off every time we have to move.
So we're dealing with that. Then we're finally watching the freaking DVD. There's 10,000 trailers beforehand, which I cannot stand that. I literally, on every streaming platform that I pay for, I will not have commercials. I don't care if it's $40 extra. I hate commercials. I don't have it on any of my music apps. I don't have it on any of my streaming apps. I can't deal with them. So I'm trying to fast forward through these fucking trailers. And I forgot that you have to like have the remote fully facing
she was
the
like,
box.
I don't think this is the remote for the DVD player. And I was like, you have to aim it at the DVD player,
because
shithead.
With like the remote for our Fire Stick, I just like have it wherever. It doesn't need to face it. I play my Switch with my arms like fully like reclined behind my head all the time.
It was pretty comical.
So we were struggling.
I was like, you actually have to like you have to hit the hole with the laser beam.
Was laughing so hard I started crying because I felt like a boomer, you guys.
So again, like shout out technology.
My God.
Are we becoming boomers already?
Bro, honestly,
that's
probably.
insane.
Someone had to show me how to do something at work today. I don't remember what it was. And my boss looked at me and said, are we old? And I said, yes, but I don't want to talk about it.
Are we going to become that?
I don't want to though. That's why I try and keep up with the kids these days.
I think you gotta point the remote at the box thingy.
I hate it here.
That was us.
That should have just really told us how chaotic this movie itself was going to be. Just the start of it, starting with the wrong movie and then having to order on DVD, not being able to point and shoot at the freaking box, and just we should
have stopped when we couldn't find it on the streaming.
We really should have just picked another movie and moved on.
We could have been like, sorry guys, Brave Little Toaster is not happening. Also, the first 15 minutes of the second one that I saw,
awful.
Listen, we're never doing that movie.
Yeah,
I
we
can
are.
fucking
Eventually,
promise you.
we're gonna
No,
do it.
ma'am. Because I was so uncomfortable. Like, not even like, it was like already worse than Bolt. Like, I literally would rather watch Bolt than ever. Your knee is in Ticken's face. Can you not?
Oh my God. I fully sleep with one of mine strangled between my arms.
You're not going to stab Ticken in the face.
Ticken's okay. I gave him a pet.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Fucking kneeing my Ticken in the face. You bitch.
I'm so sorry, Ticken.
Anyway.
She has something
She
to
just
say.
Kat just put her microphone to Ticken's mouth.
You had something to say, okay?
Anyway. I do have some really fun facts for you.
Yeah, we were saying that these were going to be shitty fun facts, and the whole time I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I was losing
Oh my
it.
God. So I'm excited to hear these.
So, like I said, there's distribution issues with this film because Disney purchased this film. So, okay, here we go. Do you know who John Lasseter Do you know who John Lasseter is, Kat?
Never heard of him.
Okay. Well, he is a Disney film guy. He's problematic. Look it up on your own time.
Yeah, he's
we
not
don't
good.
have time for it today. But John Lasseter, if you're a patron and you watched our Pixar / Steve Jobs video, you may know a little bit of this. Or maybe you just know it because you're a smarty person. But he left Disney. Well,
I was going to say he didn't leave.
John Lasseter was fired from Disney because he wanted to make this movie. And then him and Steve started Pixar.
Incredible.
So, like, honestly, The Brave Little Toaster started Pixar.
Which is wild because if you watch this and then you watch like Brave or Finding Nemo.
But this wasn't a Pixar movie. This was
just
Hyperion.
Like this was just like
John
the point.
fired from Disney because he wanted to make The Brave Little Toaster.
As he should have been.
Hyperion makes Brave Little Toaster. Him and Steve are thinking like, we got to start our own animation company because we're all into this computer shit and we can fucking make movies with computers and nobody believes in us. You know, fucking Steve is like, I fucking love computers. This is the future. This is the exact conversation they had.
Thanks for my phone, bestie.
This is like verbatim.
Yeah.
I feel like the conversation they had.
That was exactly it.
And so him and John and like some other people, I can't think of their names off the top of my head. They create Pixar and then they make, I think, Toy Story. I don't remember what the first one was. They made Lampy. There's a Lampy in this movie. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Because fuck Lampy.
Respectfully, he is not Lampy.
Anyway, here we go. These are the actual fun. That was just me retelling these fun facts I want to tell you.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the film is considered by many to be the prototypical Pixar film. Many of Pixar's most important members, including John Lasseter, were involved in the Brave Little Toaster's production. It also contains tropes that have become common in Pixar films. Objects with human-like qualities, a long journey that changes the characters, and dark adult themes hidden in the guise of a child's film. Even the famous code A113, which is seen in every Pixar film, appears as the master's apartment number.
We quite literally screamed when we saw that, and then we looked all of this up before Melissa did her fun facts
because I was
we were like,
excuse me, that's Pixar. So this is like one of the few non-Pixar films where A113 can be seen.
Wild.
So this movie was originally in development at Disney with John Lasseter set to direct. Lasseter planned to use a combination of traditional hand-drawn animation and computer-generated imagery for the characters, making it the first animated feature to attempt that technique. However, executives lost interest when they found that the film would not have been any less expensive with computer animation. They just were like, no, just draw it.
Because it wasn't going to like save them money?
No. And this is the time when like they were pinching pennies.
Damn. All right.
Lasseter was fired by Disney and then co-founded Pixar with Steve Jobs. While the rest of the team, I love Steve Jobs, took the film outside and managed to produce it independently. The completed film was eventually bought by Disney, shown on the Disney Channel, and became a cult hit. So Disney, you shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then they had to go and buy Pixar after this. It's just really embarrassing, honestly, on Disney's part.
Yeah, they really kind of fucked up because then they could have just kept Lasseter there and it would have... They wouldn't have been a parent company. It would have been their company. It would have been still Disney.
I'm kind of happy Pixar is its own company,
I agree too.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Me too.
I feel like it wouldn't be what it is if they didn't have those struggles.
Mm-hmm. A year before this film was released, The Great Mouse Detective, 1986, used this exact method for all of their future traditionally animated films. This was after they fired John Lasseter for wanting to do half drawn, half CGI.
So they fired him for wanting to do that and then literally created a movie doing that.
Maybe he was just a dick. Maybe he just didn't
I think we fully know he is not a good person. So.
Maybe that was it. Maybe they knew what they were doing.
They were using an excuse, but we know what the real reason was.
But also, I'm not like a huge fan of The Great Mouse Detective either. We've done that episode.
I liked that movie.
I just like Radigan and Radigan's song. Radigan and all the drunk like mice.
Yeah.
I like that part.
Driving.
That's the only part I remember. Is Radigan. Okay. In the scene where the TV tries to convince the master to go to Ernie's disposal, there is a shot of a character pulling a paper out of a filing cabinet. One of these sheets of paper has a near topless woman on it. Mm-hmm. The original version of this film had the woman with just stars covering her nipples. When it was released by Disney, they added the bra instead of stars.
I literally said that when he pulled it out. I went, that was a nude.
That was a nudie.
That was a nude lady.
Same thing in Great Mouse Detective. Remember when they're like on the mice are on the thing? The bird. There's a picture in the background.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking naked lady. Y'all are some freaks.
Damn.
Probably John. I don't know how he did it in Great Mouse Detective, but he did.
He managed it.
Okay. This is something that we talked about during this movie. All the fun facts are very related to the conversations we had while watching this movie.
Interesting.
Halfway through filming, Donald Kushner thought that the nightmare scene should be cut from the film due to the clown being extremely frightening to younger children. So we're going to talk about this scene a little later on, but the clown does not need to be worried about, respectfully.
Yeah, the clown is probably the least worrisome thing in his whole fucking nightmare. And I'm really terrified of clowns.
So we'll talk about that later. So keep that on the back burner. He also stated that the junkyard scene should be cut from the film too, due to one of the cars driving into the crusher on purpose using a suicide reference.
Yeah, there's quite a few suicidal references in this film.
There's a lot. Like whoever wrote this needs to seek therapy.
Yeah, there was a lot of we'll talk about it later, but there's a lot of suicidal references in this movie. So keep
those two things in your back pocket. We'll talk about them later.
Yeah.
This is just a totally 90s thing. Well, I guess this is late 80s, but
close enough.
So electronic manufacturer TDK invested in this film. As a nod to TDK, logos of TDK can be seen in the city landscapes in one of the scenes. That's the most 90s thing. Product
subliminal
placement.
Messaging, product placement. Oh man, that is very late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. And those are all my fun facts.
Oh, so fun.
They'll be linked in the show notes. We get them from the Internet Movie Database.
Database if you nested.
Yeah. All right, let's get through this fucking shit show.
I would like to say that the opening credits, there's a still title page, and the writing for the Brave Little Toaster is literally the Corvette font. And then that's the only time it's ever in that font. It's literally not on the cover of the movie, on the DVD that we have. Weird. It's the only time I've ever seen it like that. It's just literally the Corvette font. For what? He's not even a car.
All right, listen, we're in a cottage/cabin. Kat and I argued about it. They
say both.
They say both in the movie. It's literally looks like a cottage, but the inside looks like a cabin.
Yes. So I was literally about to say that.
Are we good?
Cottage cabin.
It's a cottage cabin.
Yeah.
It's a cabin cottage.
Also, when we were talking about this, obviously we write notes while we're watching the movie, and I was talking about the scary AC furnace thing, and I literally wrote furnace instead of cottage while I was writing my notes. Oh, yeah. So I said starts in a furnace, and I said nope, it sure does not. It doesn't do that.
It should, because this movie is fucking...
this movie should be burned.
Yeah, so there's a photo of a little sweet innocent ginger child. You don't think he's cute?
No.
Oh, he's a little cutie.
I think everyone in this movie is weird.
Okay, so listen, there's a radio and a lamp, and they have faces and they talk. Well, the radio doesn't have a face. The lamp does. They talk to each other.
Why does the radio have a face?
I don't fucking know.
Why? I did not realize that he actually does not. Everyone else gets a face or it goes away, but he doesn't have one.
Anyway, so the radio and the lamp, they are arguing with each other.
Yeah.
It's really the lamp needs to be put in timeout.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
He's the protagonist in this movie.
I think radio's name is Radio, and then lamp is Lampy.
But he's Lamp.
He's not Lampy. He is Lamp. We all know who Lampy is. And
he's from Pixar.
Exactly. Fucking, they're obsessed with lamps, bro. It's
They
kind of
really
weird.
are, actually.
Anyway, they're fighting, and then we have Blanky, which is an electric blanket.
Whose face just moves.
Yeah, and his nose is like the dial of the electric blanket. There's the AC unit. He's a little window unit. If you've ever lived in Florida, you've seen one of these, I'm sure. No, I'm kidding.
Big window
I think a lot
unit.
of places have AC units.
Like what you see in like a hotel, but he's like huge.
Yeah, he's like a stuck-in window AC unit. Then there's Vacuum, whose name is Kirby, and Kirby is a vacuum manufacturer. I looked it up.
I really and truly did not realize the Vacuum had an actual name until probably 30 minutes before the end of this movie.
Listen, if I call him Vacuum, that's because he's in my notes as Vacuum.
No, he's absolutely Vacuum in my entire notes. Even after I learned his name, he's still Vacuum.
Okay, great. And then there's the Toaster. Toaster has entered the chat. Oh, wait, I feel like I had another fun fact. Yeah, I did miss a fun fact. Okay, I'll talk about it right now. So the movie itself seems to refer to Toaster as a boy, but director Jahreezy has referred to Toaster as she, her. And also Toaster is voiced by Deanna Oliver, who's obviously, well, not obviously a female, but yeah, I don't think it really matters because it's a fucking toaster, but I always thought the toaster was a male, and apparently Toaster is a female.
Oh my God. A she, they. I love that.
She is a she, they. But, you know, it's a fucking toaster. So I don't think it really matters. Lampy and Radio are...
Lamp. We're not calling it Lampy. I refuse.
The fake Lampy. And the Radio are... Also, Radio's obsessed with Roosevelt. He talks about Roosevelt a lot. He like loves Roosevelt. He's like, breaking news from President Roosevelt, but like it's not.
it's like 100 years old.
It's not
new news.
It's not. I think it's because Roosevelt did like a lot of stuff on the radio.
Yeah, I think that was the reference.
Yeah, but it was kind of just annoying.
Yeah,
because everything was Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lamp and Radio.
Yeah, don't put a Y on the back of that.
They're still fighting. And
no, they're beating the shit out of each other at this point, actually.
Yeah, they don't like each other. And
None of them do.
Vacuum accidentally sucks up Blanky. Poor Blanky. Also, Blanky acts like a baby, and I
irritating.
Cannot stand it. There's just really a lot happening. So anyway, Toaster decides, they get Blanky out, don't worry. So Toaster decides it's time for chores, and none of the inanimate objects, I'm assuming these are all the electronics in this cottage cabin, right?
There's absolutely a fridge there that does not talk.
Is there a fridge though?
Yes, because they show it later.
Maybe it died.
Maybe
it's dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore. So they're going to do chores. And Vacuum says they've been doing chores for 2,000 days, which if you can do fast math is approximately 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, I Googled it because I can't do fast math, and it's almost 6 years.
Yeah, it's like 4.5 or 5.5.
Oh yeah.
Like 5.5 point.
It was
5.4.
It was 5.48.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking smart.
Wow.
Honestly,
I had to I literally did like the hold down Siri and ask her during the movie.
I'm so hot and smart.
But yeah, so no human has been in this house in almost
6 years. Yeah, almost 6 years.
Yeah, so they just clean it every single day.
Yeah, why?
By themselves.
Why?
Like literally the way a vacuum is introduced is a freaking dust mite like falls to the ground, and he fucking comes literally sprinting out of the closet and sucks it up really fast.
Why are they obsessed with cleaning the house?
What else are they doing? They want it to be ready.
I mean, not a lot, but
they want it to be ready for Master.
I don't know. Yeah, they're obsessed with Master.
They
call the little boy Master.
I despise the fact that they call him Master. I really hate that.
Radio plays Tutti Frutti and they clean the house.
Yeah.
Like they clean every day. And then Blanky hears something, but this scene is like the start of this movie being a horror film because he like stops and then like slow turns to the camera and is like, I hear something. And I'm like, what? What is it, Blanky? What is it? And Blanky's like, I hear a car. For some reason, they crawl into the attic to look out the window.
Okay, but here's my thing. So they crawl up into the attic to look all the way down this long winding road that goes to the cobbage cadin. It's the cobbage cadin.
It is the cobbage cadin.
So they go up to, just Blanky. They create like a stack of all of them and a bunch of chairs to get Blanky into the attic to look down this long road to see a car coming because Blanky heard a car. What fucking decibel can freaking Blanky hear at? Because that car was far as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't even have ears, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't even think about the fact that he doesn't have ears.
Fuck? You would think radio would like pick it up in his radio frequencies.
Yeah, I don't know. But also the windows are like boarded up in this house. So
yeah, Master's not coming.
No, but they are excited that there's a car coming, and there's this whole like cut scene where it's them like imagining Master coming back.
Just Blanky has a little
he has a little moment, and the child still comes in as like a child, even though it's been 6 years. Like he would obviously no longer be whatever.
It's a toaster and a vacuum and a Blanky.
Saying, but the car keeps driving, and Blanky has a literal fucking mentee bee. Like he literally grips a photo frame of baby Master and starts crying like an actual toddler.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
Why is Blanky's face, aka the dial of the electric blanket, skin toned?
I don't know, but also why is it never in the same spot? Like it's not like it moves around the blanket.
That's true also.
Also, he doesn't have like a plug. Is he battery operated? Like every electric blanket I've ever seen has like a plug and a cord.
Also, electric blankets just seem really dangerous to
Honestly,
me.
a girl
just get another fucking blanket.
No, listen, a girl at work had one, and I used to borrow it all the time, and that shit was nice.
We used to have one in the camper, I remember.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I used to fucking knock out when we slept in that thing. Like,
yeah, it must have been nice to have a bed. What was that like?
Melissa slept in the combination
table bed.
It's like
which,
the
by
combination
the way,
Taco Bell Pizza Hut, but less fun.
By the way, is like 4.5 feet long.
And I've been hard as a fucking rock.
I have been 5'6". It's about the 6th grade.
Yeah, but I'm older.
You are such a bitch.
Honestly, though,
I could have slept with Kat, but
she didn't want to.
I did
we
not
hated
want
each
to.
other. No, but to be fair,
I was like, I'll sleep on the floor.
The bed on the side wasn't much better. It was also very short. My feet used to stick out of you could see my feet hitting like the bottom of the the side. I don't know how mom and dad did it. Like, how did they sleep over there?
You had a whole queen size bed. You shut
That thing is not queen size.
That's a queen.
I refuse to believe. My feet hung off of it.
No.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
That's a queen.
I'm so serious. No, it was not.
A queen.
I'm going to call mom right now and ask her.
Do it. Put her on speaker, you bitch. Ask her to say, what size were the beds in the camper? Do not ask her a loaded question.
She better fucking answer.
It's 7 o'clock. What could she possibly be doing?
This is disrespectful. Mother, what if I'm dying right now?
Damn, I hope she doesn't answer. I'm going to put her on blast.
I'll call her again. What if I was dying right now, Mom? Okay, what size were the side beds in the camper?
One.
Just answer the question.
One was queen size and one was like a large. It's bigger than full size.
So
the one that I slept in was smaller than a queen?
Yes.
Yeah, bitch. And what? And what?
6x4.
Dad knows
The dimensions.
Why?
Because we're arguing. Also, you're on the pod. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay,
Are we allowed to use your vocals for the production of Tragical podcast?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Okay, have a great night. Love you.
Not dad with the
you.
dimensions. I think it was 6x4.
It was smaller than a full, and then Dad's like, it's a 6x4. So the 4 must have been where I was sleeping because I swear I hung off.
Okay, well, mine was like 3x4.5. So you can suck on my butt.
I'm gonna find photos of that fucking. I have so many in my phone.
Okay, let's talk about this fucking toaster.
Yeah, I don't want to.
So yeah, Blanky's holding the framed picture of Master, and it breaks.
It doesn't break. Vacuum sucks it up because he's tired of Blanky crying every time they hear a car go by, which is probably pretty fucking often.
Am on Vacuum's side.
And so he tries to suck it up, and not Blanky, the one who should be sucking it up from crying. The vacuum tries to suck up the photo frame, and he breaks it.
Yeah, but he still has the picture of Master, and he puts it in his folds.
Yeah, I don't know where he puts it in his little prison wallet.
Yeah, like weird. That just doesn't seem safe.
He's just holding it.
So the AC unit starts to laugh.
This is where my nightmare starts.
And this is the only part of this movie that like I remember as a child or ever. So AC asked Vacuum to suck him to death, in case you were wondering.
I didn't know this movie was a porno. I didn't know we were getting kinky.
The AC unit looks Vacuum in the eyes.
Dead in the face.
And says, "What are you gonna do?
Suck me?
Suck me to death?"
And I looked at Melissa and I said, "I can't. We're turning this off."
We almost stopped.
I was like, "We're finding something else. I physically can't do this."
And he said in the most ornery fucking voice, "What are you gonna do? Suck me to death?"
I said, "Melissa, he's gonna suck him off. We can't watch this. We can't. This is for children."
The AC unit says that the Master has moved away and he's never coming back. The AC unit's the only smart one here.
Also, the AC unit talks in like euphemisms and one-liners, and he's really annoying, actually.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Kat? It's okay, because he also tells them, the AC unit, that even if Master did come back, that they're all scrap metal, which respectfully, I concur. That Vacuum looks ancient.
Well, we'll see how accurate that is.
Anyway, so the AC unit gets really, really mad, and he's mad because he's stuck in the stupid wall. Well, he's acting like he's not mad, but he is. He's pissed.
Well, they like mock him and say, "Well, you're just mad that Master never played with you." Like, Toaster, what?
And then the fucking AC unit is like, "I didn't want that brat to touch my buttons." Like, this movie's weird. I'm not a fan.
It was uncomfortable.
Anyway, the AC unit gets really mad and he starts to huff and puff, and then he catches on fire and blows up and dies. He no longer has a face. He's dead.
It's honestly, this is the only part of this movie I remember. I don't know why I always thought it was a furnace.
I thought it was a furnace too. I think it's because it gets hot and we were dumb kids.
Maybe.
And we were like, furnace.
Yeah. And I vividly remember this part, and it's horrifying. He literally gets like red hot and then quite literally explodes and dies.
So after they kill the AC unit.
Yeah, they murdered him.
They decide they've got to get the fuck out of there because they just committed a crime.
No, they hear another car.
Let me tell it my way.
And
this is my podcast.
And it actually gets really close to the house, and then they hear a door close. They all go up to the window. I don't know why they didn't hear this car coming from 20,000 miles down the road like they did the other one. But they watch a human man, by the way. There are humans in this. He puts up a for sale sign. Why they haven't sold this thing forever ago when it's been empty for 6 years, I couldn't fucking tell you. So Toaster gets on a literal soapbox and says that they're going to go find their master. Radio says that he heard a story about a dog that got lost once and found its master. And then Toaster's like, well, if a fucking dog can do it, then so can we. Bestie, I don't think it works like that.
So they murder the AC unit. Someone calls Vacuum carpet breath. Again, is this for children?
Yeah, they all insult each other. Toaster is slots.
Lamp calls everybody stupid at least once in this film.
Multiple times.
Like
the AC unit also called them stupid.
Stupid was like a big word back then.
Yeah, it was.
Stupid was like huge.
What do they? Oh,
Bring
they call
stupid back.
Radio dial face. Like they all like insult each other.
I'm sorry, but I love carpet breath. I might have to use that.
That also sounds really.
That's what I'm saying.
Corny to me.
Yeah, carpet breath.
Ugh, I hate that.
Also, while they're arguing, the corpse of the AC unit is in the background. Just saying.
It's just in the background of this.
Just a dead body in the background.
Radio again mentions Teddy Roosevelt says that Radio went on an adventure with Teddy Roosevelt. It says he was a pioneer and an adventurer, and he went on an adventure with Theodore Roosevelt. Bestie, I don't think that actually happened. They all decide they're gonna go. Vacuum says he's not wanting to because he's just an asshole, and then Toaster's like, oh well, we need someone really strong to go, to like try and convince Vacuum. Every single other inanimate object is like, no, he's actually an asshole. We don't want him to go. Like we really actually don't want him going with us.
Yeah, Vacuum sucks.
And then Vacuum's like, well, I mean, okay, I'll go, I guess. What the fuck?
So this is how they get out of the cottage cabin. They rig a rolling desk chair with a battery, like
a car battery,
or like a generator battery. I don't. It was a
car battery.
Great. Where did they get a car battery? Don't know.
But what did they try before? The chair and the car battery.
A lot of things that I didn't put in my notes.
A pogo stick.
Stupid.
A mattress.
Stupid.
A fridge.
Stupid.
They literally were gonna sit in the corpse, which also again was probably alive at one point.
I told you.
Corpse of the fridge.
Told you the fridge died.
And then that's when they settle on the rolling computer chair
with a battery rigged to it.
With a battery, so that Vacuum can charge.
Yeah, right. Vacuum's got to be on. So they're on the road.
Yeah. They just go.
They go out the fucking front door. They're going through a field. I don't know how, because a vacuum is not going to be pulling a rolling chair through a field. That's not fucking happening.
No.
First of all, the vacuum would be sucking up grass and dirt and like break. Second of all, the rolling chair is not going through the grass, bestie.
No.
It's not happening. But that's what the fuck they're doing. Lamp is causing issues left and right.
Bro,
Steps on fucking Blanky.
I'm going to fucking throw hands at Lamp. He is the actual fucking worst in this movie.
Yeah, but then we get a song from fucking Toaster.
I don't want it.
And then the rest of the things join in.
Also,
horrible song.
During this song, I looked at Melissa and Toaster has some fucking eye bags, bro. And I said, I looked at Melissa and I said, Toaster's been through it.
Toaster has lived 1,000 years.
He looks rough, bro. Also, yeah, this is the worst song ever. I'm sorry.
Don't misgender Toaster.
I really do apologize. I don't mean to misgender. My whole life I thought it was a boy, so I sincerely apologize. I will do better.
Thank you.
They look like they've been through it.
She
looks like she's been through
it. Anyway, they sing a horrible song. And literally during this song, I was like, the vacuum's going to have to empty his bag.
I was screaming. I was literally screaming at this.
Gonna have to empty this bag at some point.
2 seconds later, this fucking vacuum disengages itself from the car battery, goes behind a tree, and you just see dust fly everywhere.
He relieves himself.
He takes a shit.
I don't know if I knew that was gonna happen because I'd seen it before.
I think you just were like, this doesn't make sense.
I was like, he is sucking up gravel. Like, this is not gonna work out.
I hate it here.
So they get to some heavy brush, aka like literally like thorn, like a thorn
brambles
bush.
Yeah.
And vacuum switches to shag mode.
I can't deal with this.
I think we call that high pile now. I don't think we have shag mode on our carpets.
Well, this was in the 80s, remember?
Yeah. I also have shag mode when I'm going through some high brush. This is not
I'm
for
leaving.
children.
Goodbye.
Okay, here we go. There's more arguing happening.
Bro.
Rocks are thrown.
Okay, no. Lamp picks up a massive rock. I mean, like a 10-pound rock, and is going to kill Radio with it.
Murderers.
This is murderers. Not a children's movie.
They are. I'm sure somebody was called stupid. They're fucking murderers.
I don't fucking know.
He was just going to murder Radio right there in the thicket.
And then they just get over their argument and they all are going to sleep. And
oh no.
Blanket tries to cuddle with everyone and no one wants him.
I was thinking, okay, Toaster is going to be like, of course I'll cuddle with you,
Even
Blanket.
Toaster literally looks at that blanket dead in the face and says, get the fuck away from me, you freak.
Toaster is the villain.
They're all villains. Are you kidding? They're
Somebody
all so
cuddle
mean.
The fucking electric blanket. He's a baby.
And then he literally hugs himself and lays down on the ground. And I've never wanted to cry for an electric blanket before, but I wanted to.
Fuck Blanky, but I was like, damn, y'all are fucking terrible.
It was really sad, actually.
So the next day in the thicket, they make it to like a pond surrounded by flowers, and there's like frogs and beavers and birds and shit.
For me personally, this whole entire part was worse than anything in this movie, including the scary clown.
This was a fever dream.
I quite literally at one point stopped paying attention. I there's a point in my notes where I said, I don't know what just happened. I stopped listening.
Do you know what my notes say? There's a turtle, worm, fish, bird singing moment.
Okay, great.
They all have a moment. They sing together.
I do know that mice do, in fact, finally cuddle Blanket, and Blanket has a moment with the mice.
Yeah, but then the mice try to drag Blanky into their hole to like probably chew to death.
Yeah.
To like rip to shreds. So the mice were bad.
Yeah. So all the animals are looking at their reflection in Toaster.
Just the squirrels.
And he's like, I don't like this, and runs away. And then a flower tries to pollinate with Toaster because they think it's another flower, and then Toaster runs away and the flower dies.
Yeah.
There's so much death in this fucking movie.
Toaster literally killed a flower for no reason.
I hate it here. And then they all just say bye and then run away after all of these animals literally just tried to like murder them.
It truly made no sense. Yeah. This scene should have been cut from the film.
I don't know why it existed.
It was very bizarre.
On the road, Lamp bullies Blanket some more. I fucking hate it here. Like, what? This movie is so stupid. They enter a treed area,
They
though.
do. Thank God they're out of the fucking thicket.
Yeah, it looks like the redwood forest.
Yeah, I wonder if they're in California.
I don't know. This is when I realized that the vacuum's name was Kirby. By the way, at this point,
30 minutes in.
like 45 minutes into the movie.
We actually kept pausing to see how much time we had left. That's how much we wanted this movie to be over.
Yeah, we haven't done that with any movie, I don't think.
I even Bolt.
No.
I wasn't like, God, when does this end?
Yeah, no, this was bad. So on the road, they're all constantly insulting each other, trying to kill each other. It's very obnoxious. They come upon a giant tree that they're gonna sleep in at night, but Lamp goes in there. Also, how does he turn on if he's not attached to the car battery? Not that it really matters because it's a dumb fucking movie, but
exactly.
How can he do it? But
Toaster.
Anyway.
All of them, really. Electric blanket.
So he turns on inside the tree and it looks really scary. So then they don't want to sleep there. Blanket is so kind and makes a tent over like a branch for all of them. Also, this blanket has been so tiny this whole time. And then now he's like 3 people could have slept in this tent. And then this is when it gets really fucking weird. So Toaster's trying to be nice to Blanket and cuddles with like Blanket's face, which again, Blanket's face is normally in the middle of the blanket and now it's on like the corner. What the fuck ever. Toaster's cuddling with Blanket. Lamp looks at him and goes, what's going on between you two? You got something going on?
Why are you gonna make it weird?
What is this? And I was like, bro, why are you weird? Mind your business. And Toaster's like, I just feel bad for Blanket and I feel like we should be nicer to him. Lamp's like, I don't fucking understand what you're talking about. He literally goes, I don't know what you mean. And Toaster's trying to like explain to him why he feels guilty for them being mean to Blanket, and Lamp straight up just like, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of her.
Well, Toaster does say like, I love Blanky, like we all love Master.
And then
Lamp is like, no.
Is like, gets it, but doesn't understand with
Blanky. Fuck Blanky.
This is when Toaster has a nightmare. Melissa said, "Cat, close your eyes." So I did. So I missed the first half of it. I know there's a clown. I did not see what it looks like.
I do love it. He was a scary ass clown.
I hate that.
You would have hated it.
I looked up when I heard a noise and I could like see from my peripheral that the clown was no longer there, to Toaster falling. He's got plugged in and then thrown into a full bathtub.
Yeah, that was actually after the fire, though. There was fire.
Oh, I missed the fire.
Yeah, there was a clown surrounded by fire and flames.
Okay.
And then he was laughing at Toaster. Mm-hmm. And then Toaster was hanging over a full bathtub.
Well, plugged in. They show the plug.
And then falls in.
And then there's like...
to the bath water.
Like explosion. There's like electricity. Up. Like that shows.
Yeah.
Literal
So when they were like,
suicide.
we should probably take the nightmare scene out because of the clown.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the clown. I'm worried about the literal like trigger of suicidal people. Like, are you fucking joking?
Like Toaster in the bathtub.
Awful. Really, honestly, this is not a children's movie.
Anyway, Toaster wakes up from her nightmare and they wake up to a storm, a big storm. Blanky blows the fuck away. Thank God. The battery is wet. That's not good because they're all fucking electronics.
Thriving.
Lamp decides to not be a dick for once in its life. I don't know Lamp's gender. I'm not trying to misgender Lamp.
I'm gonna start just calling them all them because I don't know either.
It electrocutes itself to charge its like body to charge the battery. Like it plugs into the battery to like recharge the battery. I don't think it's gonna work because it's wet, but it does. So that's good. And then they hear Blanky. He's stuck up in a tree. Vacuum throws his cord up into the tree and then like sucks up his own cord to like pull himself up to save Blanky. And then Blanky jumps on Vacuum's face and they fall to the ground, but they're okay. They don't have pain. I
hate it here. Radio says that Lamp deserves a Purple Heart and that Vacuum is super brave. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You're all horrible.
Yeah.
You're fucking terrible.
They're all great. Vacuum is like, I didn't do it to help. We have to leave and you guys weren't going to leave if I didn't find him. I don't think that's it. Anyway.
Vacuum sucks. Yeah. Toaster sucks. Oh, Vacuum really does suck.
They move on.
Lamp sucks.
They're all kind of the worst, actually.
Radio sucks. Yeah. Radio sucks the least, but Radio sucks.
He's just annoying. But
Blanky
he's like the least annoying
sucks.
of all of them. Anyway, they move on. They make it to a waterfall that's like over a ravine. And Vacuum stops super fast when he sees the edge before the waterfall and he swallows his cord and gets all fucked up. And then he like dissociates. Yeah, he like dissociates.
I guess that's the human equivalent to short circuiting.
Yeah. And so
disassociating.
Toaster is just like walking him back and forth to try and like, I don't know, rev him up or fucking something. He's like trying to get him back to normal. They're all super worried about him.
It's like when a horse lays down to die, you're like, get it up.
Help it.
Get it to stand. It won't die. But get it to stand.
They literally, Vacuum finally like comes to and he yells at them and they're all like, oh, we were so worried about you. And he was like, literally, fuck all of you. And he literally says they're all useless and he would be better off without them. And then he just goes, so what's the plan to get over this?
Vacuum calls Blanky a rag.
Yeah, he does call him a rag.
You.
But literally is like, you're all useless and I hate you. So what's the plan here, friends?
They are so nasty to each other.
It's honestly too much for me.
It's too much.
It is too much.
I want them all to die.
Like I understand that they need like a character arc, but it's too much. It's too much. So to make it across the ravine, they decide to all link up with their cords and then swing over to the other side.
Terrible plan.
Toaster is the one who is on the very end who makes it all the way over. And I guess he's afraid of heights. Is that what they were trying to get at?
No, Toaster short circuits too. Bitch, they just got rained on. They're electronics.
No, he was looking like down at the ground. I thought it was because and his eyes started like spinning like he was afraid of heights.
I thought he short circuited too.
I don't know, whatever. He short circuits, is afraid of heights, whatever it is. They all fall except for Vacuum. And even though Vacuum literally just was like, well, I'm better off without you. You're all useless. He panics when he's by himself and then jumps after them into the fucking river below them. Now they're all not only soaking wet from the rain, they're in a literal river.
Also, he just like rolls over and
yeah.
It's not good. It's so bad.
So Vacuum's like floating in the river looking for everyone. They find everyone except Toaster. And then they just all of a sudden find him. Like they made it so dramatic and then he was just there.
Well, she.
I'm sorry. She.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's a fucking Toaster.
They get out of the river. I'm sorry. None of them would ever work again after literally drowning in the rain and then the river.
Correct.
None of them would ever work again. Toaster is sad because they're lost and it's all her fault. She's like, I'm so sorry. This is my fault. Toaster goes and sits alone in a pond, like a dirty little pond, and has a pity party. I don't know what's happening here.
Vacuum is like the most fucked up, I guess. So they have to pull a Vacuum now instead of Vacuum pulling them. Also, they had left the chair with the battery on it. That's fucking gone.
Yeah.
That's abandoned. Mm-hmm. So now they are all pulling Vacuum with their cords.
Mm-hmm. He ends up falling into some mud.
Thank God.
And he starts sinking.
I think that's called quicksand.
Is it quicksand? I don't know that quicksand is just everywhere though.
Mud that you fall into and that you sink and pulls you in and you sink into it.
When you're an electronic and you're heavy, if you're sinking into just like mud, I feel like that's normal. Also, have you seen that TikTok?
Methinks that's quicksand.
Wait, have you seen that TikTok where they're talking about things that you expected to encounter more in your adult life?
It's because of 90s movies. They all had quicksand.
And like these two were talking about how, literally they expected to find way more quicksand in their adult life.
Yeah, because they're brave little Toaster. Also, fuck this toaster. She's not brave at all.
So they're all trying to vacuum out. They're all sinking.
They barely try. They get fucking sucked in pretty quick.
They all get sucked in one at a time. Radio is the very last one, so he decides to play some sad tunes to light the mood.
Roosevelt's favorite song.
Yeah,
no, I'm
truly.
Just kidding. No idea.
And then a human man finds them because he heard radio and pulls them all out. Obviously, he's pulling out only radio, but they're all attached to each other at this point. So he pulls all of them out, throws them in the back of his lifted monster truck.
Why? He's like a short, fat, bald man with a monster truck.
And the ugliest dog I've ever seen. The monster truck goes to a store that literally on the outside just says, I sell parts.
Nice.
Great. That sounds great. Melissa did not see the sign. So when the man takes all of them into the store, into the back room, there's like tools and stuff. Melissa goes, he's gonna fix them. And I said, no, baby, he's gonna tear them apart for parts. And she goes, oh. She was so excited.
I was like, whoa, they're broken. They all got wet.
Yeah, no. So now they're in this back room. It's like a warehouse kind of looking deal. There's a bunch of inanimate objects in there that are also alive, including the ceiling lamp. I don't like the ceiling lamp. He's really scary.
All of the other inanimate objects sing a song, of course.
It's honestly probably the worst song I have ever heard.
We couldn't figure out how to turn subtitles on because DVD, and we had to look up the lyrics. Mm-hmm. Bitch, these motherfuckers were mumbling. This is what the song sounded like.
And there was like a lot of like weird, the background sounds were just bizarre.
Whoever produced this record
is not good.
Canceled. Mm-hmm. With respect.
Mm-hmm.
This is terrible.
Yeah. So a man comes in and he needs to buy a blender motor.
So guess what? The old man disassembles a fucking blender
that
and
he
it's
just
dead.
Used also.
Yeah, I feel like he uses that blender.
He literally used it to make a smoothie.
That's sad. He loves his blender.
I guess. Everyone watches in abject horror as this human man tears apart the blender, and then he also there's like oil dripping from it. I don't know why there's oil, but it's supposed to look like blood, like the blender just got murdered.
Children's movie.
It's too much. Then there's a song about how they're all gonna die.
Lamp is like, we can escape, right? And they all laugh at Lamp, which good. Fuck Lamp. Radio is about to get dissected because a man comes in. I think it's the same man. He needs a radio battery. I think he's like putting them on his tongue. I don't think he's like doing anything.
Yeah, that man had no teeth.
Like he is. I don't know what he's doing with all these electronic parts.
Who knows?
He's also seemingly his only customer. But then when the store owner is about to fucking destroy radio, vacuum and blanket and fucking lamp and toaster, they pretend to be a ghost.
And it works.
They go fucking rogue.
Yeah.
And they scared the fucking store owner. I thought he died.
I said he passed out.
I thought they murdered another thing. And I was like, they're fucking just insane. They're just murdering left and right.
Yeah.
So he passes out. All of the objects flee the store, which like they could have done that. Like, I don't know, when he left for the night or whatever. The dog runs away and steals his monster truck. So God knows what he was doing to that poor dog. So the crew, Toaster and the gang, they steal a pram.
Yeah, it's like an old school baby stroller.
And that's their new way of getting around. Then we cut to the master.
What was his name? I can't call him master for the rest of this movie.
Rob?
Okay, great.
Was it Rob?
We're gonna go with
Robert?
that. I can't keep calling him master.
Master Robert?
That's even worse.
I think it's Rob.
Okay, great. Rob.
Maybe I'm fucking making shit up. Anyway, he's packing for college because he's off to college. And he tells his mom, who we never see, that he is going to the cabbage cottage. Cottage cabin. The cottage cabin.
Cabbage cottage.
The cabbage con.
Yeah.
The cottage cabin with his girlfriend Chris to pick up an old radio and lamp and some other miscellaneous items.
I wonder what those
So if
miscellaneous
they
items
just
could
fucking
be.
stayed at the fucking cottage cabin for like 20 more minutes, none of this would have happened.
Literally. Actually, it's been days, but I mean.
The new radio in Rob's, I'm really not sure if his name is Rob. The new radio in Rob's apartment is very jealous.
Okay, first of all,
He's like, why does he want an old radio?
there's also this Lamp who talks like a New York mobster, and he literally is the worst. He's so annoying.
He looks
and
like
weird.
something, but I don't know what.
He reminds me of the Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar?
Yes, because he has like a dark purple strip across his eyes that looks like the Hamburglar's mask.
I'm
and like
not
the way he
thinking
talks.
Hamburglar.
Also, how are they in the redwoods, which is like on one side of the freaking country?
But somehow they're like in New York
in
City.
New York.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know if it's New York, but it could be.
No, it was definitely New York.
Anyway, the toaster and the gang are in their pram. They're actually pretty smart. They go to the phone book. Remember those? And they look for Master's address.
I said that I thought they were going to wind up at the wrong place. Like they were literally going to look up Master, because if they know his full government name, the fact that they're calling him Master is even more disturbing.
Truly. So they ask the streetlight for directions, and the streetlight giveth. And then they are at the Master's apartment A113. The stupid lamp, the fat fucking purple lamp, answers the door and lets them in.
And then they all start bullying like Toaster and all of them.
Yeah. And then the TV remembers them. So apparently the TV came from the cottage cabin.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all old pals, but the TV is like a dude, like on the screen is a dude, an actual dude that talks. So TV is trying to tell them, oh my God, it's so crazy that you guys are here. Master just left to go get you. But the new lamp, the purple lamp, the eggplant lamp, he unplugs TV.
No, he turns him into Spanish mode so that they can't understand him.
I'm making my own movie.
You really are.
I don't fucking care. Okay, and then guess what?
There's another horrible song.
It's so good.
The sounds in this one are all like dial-up sounds and like modem sounds.
I
and
fell
like,
asleep like 3 times during this movie.
Really
I don't even remember this part.
Stereo like noises.
But it was like it's not like rhythmic.
No, and it hurt my brain. It was louder than them singing. Like
I took a quick nap. I'm not gonna lie.
I did during the frogfish one.
I took a quick nap.
This one is the second worst song. The frogfish one was the worst, but this one's pretty bad.
I've blocked them out of my memory already.
Purple Lamp throws them all out of the fucking window and directly into the dumpster, which ironically just happens to get picked up right then by a trash truck. And they're going to Ernie's disposal.
Woo! Field trip.
Love that for them. TV looks out the window and sees them get taken by the Ernie's disposal trash truck. And he's like, well, I'm going to remember that.
So we cut back to the cottage cabin. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like words anymore.
No, it doesn't sound like words anymore.
It's ransacked.
It's not, though. It's literally just from them trying to figure out what they're going to fucking travel in. It's literally the pogo stick, the mattress, and the fridge that they tried to travel in.
Yeah. And Chris, the girlfriend, is like, I bet it was really cool spending your summers here or whatever.
With your toaster and your pogo stick.
Master is super bummed. Sorry, Rob.
The fact that he is this bummed over
a dumb old radio
and a toaster and a
also
lamp.
She was like, did you lock the door, bestie? And he was like, no, I didn't.
He fully admits the door has never been locked in 6 years.
Like, anybody could have just waltzed in there and taken anything.
They probably should have, then this movie wouldn't have existed.
Truly. It was great. And then we cut back to the dump, and this is the scene where there is a conveyor belt with a compactor on the end of it, and there's a giant magnet picking up cars and crushing them. One car does in fact get on the fucking conveyor belt himself. He's like, I'm ready to go. They're all singing about how they don't work anymore and how they're worthless, and it's pretty like
it's dark.
It's dark.
It's really
and
dark.
The song is like, this was like the only one that was like semi a bop.
But also it was really
But it wasn't
long.
a bop. It was very
like
long.
7 minutes long.
And we're looking at this beautiful junkyard scene, but we're also getting cuts of Rob and Chris. And Rob is like, I just want old stuff for my dorm. I don't want to buy new things. And like, honestly, their apartment's kind of like hoity-toity, so they could probably afford it respectfully. And Chris is like, you could just buy new things. And he's like, I don't want to. I want to like thrift for them or whatever. And then TV is trying to show like a fake commercial for Ernie's thrift mart or something. He's trying to like make it seem like the dump yard is like something it's not.
He keeps changing the name and it gets longer every time he does it. He's like, Ernie's great, wonderful, amazing thrift emporium. And it like keeps getting, there's like a new adjective every single time he says it.
Yeah. So fucking finally, Rob looks at the TV and he's like, oh, let's go to Ernie's. And Chris is like, okay, let's go. They hop in their red fucking convertible. They have a red convertible. They're college children.
Yeah.
Annoying. I'm not even looking at my notes at this point. I don't know why this part is like the only part I fucking remember.
I just remember that while the cars are all singing about the things they used to do, one of them has like a surfboard. He's like talking about babes and beach bums and bikinis.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, this is not a movie for
That's
children.
what I'm saying. I feel like they're in California. Maybe the city was like LA or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
It didn't look like
Anyway,
LA.
so the magnet keeps picking up Toaster and gang.
Yeah, or trying to.
And putting them on the conveyor belt. And obviously they're sentient, so they just
like
fucking
jump
run
off.
away.
Ah!
So now the magnet has it like out for them.
The magnet is trying to fuck them up for
Who
real.
cares? And then so Rob and Chris make it to the junkyard and he's looking around for stuff. Chris is straight pulling bumpers off of cars.
Chris is stealing grills off of cars. She's like, this is worth money.
And she's fucking stealing shit left and right. Rob finds a baby photo of himself.
That fell out of Blanky because Blanky had it in his folds.
His stuff saying folds. And so he's looking around now because he's like, that's weird.
You're watching a commercial for a thrift emporium. You get there, it's actually a junkyard, and you're like, that's sus. And then you start walking around and you find a baby photo of yourself. This is a horror film.
Yeah.
This is a horror film.
He, in fact, does not leave. He keeps looking for more junk. The group finally decides to split up to get away from the magnet. So Rob finds them all like one at a time. And then Toaster's on the conveyor belt and he sees Magnet grab for Rob holding all of the stuff because Magnet is still like, well, I'm going to fucking get all of you smashed because I'm literally at this point, I have nothing else to do.
Rob is pinned under some metal and he can't get up. So Rob is like on the conveyor belt about to get crushed underneath some heavy metal. Chris is fucking pulling grills off of cars.
Yeah, she's not paying attention.
Fucking stealing license plates and shit.
Yeah. So Toaster throws herself into the gears of the giant crushing machine thing and saves Rob literally by seconds.
What even suicide number is this?
I don't even know.
I couldn't tell you either.
Couldn't tell you either. Yeah.
Vacuum jumped off the cliff. Toaster fell into the tub.
So then we just cut to Master fixing Toaster, and then they all
unfortunately
get packed away and go to college with him.
Yay!
And that's the end of this fucking movie.
It's over.
I hate it here, truly.
They found Master.
Amazing.
This movie was awful.
I think I know where mine's going.
I fucking hated it. I hated it more than I thought I would. Would you like to go first?
I would like for you to go first.
I don't know if anybody likes this movie. I feel like people do.
I feel like people
nostalgia or something.
Like it, but if they were to watch it now, they would truly feel like us and be like, what the fuck was that?
I'm giving this movie a 1 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd rather watch Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
At least the little hamster was like sometimes a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. These two are like almost tied for me. Like I really don't ever want to watch either one of them ever again.
Yeah.
At least Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, which is my number 67, was like bad, but like it was so bad. It was so bad that it was like almost like
entertaining-ish.
Yeah, like I couldn't get my eyes off the screen because I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
This I stopped watching.
I literally didn't want to watch this anymore. I wanted to turn it off so badly. Like I was like, I can't believe I picked this movie. I don't remember it being this bad.
Because when you're little, you don't understand any of it. You know what I mean?
The only good part of this entire movie is the fact that there's a clown in it, and I love clowns, and the clown was scary. This is also a horror film, but like not a good horror film.
Yeah.
So this is how the end of my list goes. 66 bed knobs and broomsticks with a 1 out of 10 because that shit was tragic. 67 is Bolt, 1 out of 10, but I'd still rather watch bed knobs and broomsticks again. 68 is The Brave Little Toaster, 1 out of 10. I'd really rather listen to Miley Cyrus's voice than watch this. This was the fucking worst movie I've ever seen. The only cool part about it is all of the like kind of like Pixar Disney drama, and that has nothing to do with the actual watching of this movie. Hated it.
Well,
Tragical.
I do happen to agree with you, but I also gave it a 0 out of 10.
Okay.
I never want to watch this ever again.
I gave the clown 1 point.
Well, my Bolt is also at a 0 out of 10, and I could not possibly rate it higher than Bolt. That wasn't going to happen. Yeah, this movie, the fucking worst I've ever seen. So my number 66 is Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and my 67 would be Bolt, and my 68 is Brave Little Toaster.
I can't believe we have the same bottom 3. So our next episode, while we were in California, we recorded an episode with the gals from Sunshine Seekers.
We did.
They are a small shop that creates t-shirts, and they also do like other fun stuff. And they're really awesome. Their names are Kari and Amanda. They're just 2 really great chicks. And we recorded an episode with them while we were in California. It was such a blast.
It was really fun.
We let them pick the movie because they were like really nice. And they picked the Beauty and the Beast live action.
Yes. Can't wait.
Telejore's time.
Sorry,
I had to.
Differing opinions on that movie.
Yeah, we were all over the place. Some things we definitely agreed on, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, of course, we have our Patreon if you want to listen to our bonus episodes. There's Trolls. I don't know why I always think of Trolls first. I don't know why. I literally always say Trolls.
Sweeney Todd.
Harry Potter. Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar.
That's a good one.
Oh, the movie with the parent pigs and the ghosts.
Oh, Spirited Away.
I'll never remember the name, but I fucking love that movie.
It's so good.
If you want to hear like Kat talk about one of her favorite movies of all time and me watch it for the very first time and love it, that's a really good fucking episode. It's just fun. We literally do what we do here over there on Patreon, just with non-Disney movies. We also do videos. So we'll do like book reports on Disney movie icons, or like we just did one on the Indiana Jones Adventure ride. So we're going to do more ride to movie to ride videos. We also watch Disney shows and then rate them. My personal favorite is Dinosaurs.
Okay.
Dinosaurs. It's the one with S. I get the movie and the show confused. The movie is Dinosaur.
Yes.
With Aladar.
Yes.
Which is the fucking dumbest name ever. And
He's a dinosaur.
Okay, but what the fuck is Aladar, respectfully?
I bet you it means something.
Anyway.
We'll find out when we watch that movie.
That's such a good one. We'll have to do that one soon. And then the show is Dinosaurs. And that's the one with the puppets.
I'm the baby.
In the jungle vibes. They're
where we
immaculate.
thought they got hit by the comet, but that's not how they actually died.
No.
But you'll find out. You'll find out if you subscribe to Patreon.
We talk about it, and we talk about like 7 videos later what happens to them.
Yeah.
So you have to find that in the weeds.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember which episode we talked about it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
That was so good.
Thank you. Bye.
These opinions are our own and are in no way associated with the film or the film's production company.
The cover art for Tragical was created by Johnny the Alchemist.
The theme song for Tragical was produced by Jahreezy.
Contact info for both artists can be found on their Instagrams,
which are linked in the show notes.
Thanks for listening
to Tragical.
Give me a mic check.
Hello. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, if I didn't like that actually.
At the end of the day, it's not that funny, is it?
I like how we're singing different TikTok songs in our head, because I was singing
Bro, we had corn today at lunch, and I was like, it's corn, and nobody knew what the fuck I was like, I hate my fucking coworkers. You're all boring.
It's the juice.
It has the juice. So.
Hold on, I need some of my milky shake. I was trying to be quiet, and then it was not
This
quiet.
is Kat trying to be quiet.
You know, when you're little and you have to like get up and go to the kitchen for something, but everyone's asleep at like 3 a.m. and you're trying so hard to be quiet, and instead you like trip over the dog, you fucking kick something, you open the fridge and then it slams. Like it's a struggle.
Tragical.